Well, hello and welcome everybody to a random JMS broadcast. We are here in Bottom Split Rookies at Charlotte Motor Speedway. These guys are going to be tearing the car up left and right. I'm your host for tonight's event. My name is KR Stolfus. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope everybody has fun tonight in these little broadcasts we're going to do. Just kind of doing it to have some fun and work on some settings, some sound stuff. But hey, while we're at it, let's see cars get tore up. So right now we're watching a couple cars qualify on the track. This guy's slowing her down, shutting it down. The number 4 of Derek Wildash currently sits 8th. There's your current qualifiers so far. These guys have got about 2 minutes left to qualifying. We are at Charlotte, a draft dependent track here in the street stocks. Paul Crane, one of the only cars currently running around. Randy McAnulty is also now bringing his car up to speed, getting ready to turn a lap. The Wonder Car, with flames coming out the front of it, he's going to have firemen all over him trying to put that fire out. That car is going to be fast, fast, fast. As we watch him turn his qualifying, this will be his first timed lap. McAnulty is on the board with a 37.848. First laps are usually not the fastest. These cars take quite a bit of time to get up to full speed. Not a whole lot of power here for the size of this track. Taking a bit of an unconventional line, wiggling all over the backstretch. Driving it down into turns 3 and 4, down below the yellow, white line. Not how you want to do it. You scrub a little speed while you're down there. But we'll see if he improves his lap time. And he does with the 37.323, so slot him in the top 5. As we are reaching the final 25 seconds of qualifying. Alright, so currently we don't have anybody out on track right now, so we're just going to kind of look around the scenic view here. So far, our top 5 is Gwist with the 37.249, Guyot with a 37.254, Randall 37.256. Fourth spot is Dean with a 37.285. These guys are now taken to the grid. The top 5 is all got in on single car qualifying. But like I said, this is going to be a draft heavy track. So everyone is going to really keep it close the entire time. Not a whole lot of space between the cars, as they all will be fighting for position. So we're going to see some cars get tore up here. Alright, your starting lineup doesn't seem to be working still, but it's whatever. Here's everybody in the race. Yes, I hope you all read it quickly. Alright, the number 10 machine on pole, followed by the 15, Tammy Lundquist, and 15 of Rachel Goyot. The 7 of Zachary Randall, and then the 14 of Kyle Dean. Looks like Josh Carroll is all by himself in his row. Paul Crane in the 16 and the 2 machine of David Carmen. Derek Wilddash, James Springer, Steve Brewer, Juan Fernandez, Mike Barr, and James Rittenberg. So we will have a couple cars not taking to the track. Sometimes they feel it's a little bit safer to start from the pits. But me personally, I'd rather just be out there try and lead every lap. Cause some chaos from the front row. But it is what it is, as these guys are finally taking off now. Starting to roll off. We'll do one pace lap. They will come around and take the green flag. So already, cars not paying attention, not rolling off, but they should get bunched up. Some stock looking paints out there. If you don't have trading paints, that should be the next thing you download after you get all of your iRacing stuff set up. Go to tradingpaints.com and just go ahead and download it. It's a third-party system. It works fabulously, and there are some really beautiful paint jobs. Some really creative and talented people put some effort into the way that the skins of the car look. So if you haven't done it, go ahead and get Trading Paints, download it. You won't even know it's there most of the time, but after you get it, you will miss it. All right, so here we go. Pace car's in. The 10 of Tammy gets on the throttle and is pulling away here as we go green. Down into turn 1, the 7 machine of Zachary Randall able to get by there. Good start for him on that inside line, moving right along, slot him into second spot. These guys are going to start getting single file here. They're going to start snaking their way around. 20 laps we go. Looks like lap 1 is going to be led by the 10 coming out of turn 4 here. But the 7 is closing in, starting to use that draft. 7 of Zachary Randall. Kyle Dean sitting in third. But to his outside is Rachel, trying to make something work on that high side. Needs a little bit of drafting help to get it done, but looks to be losing a spot here to Josh Carroll in the 3. As they're looking to go 3 wide into turn 3. Could get a little bit hairy. Oh man, they make it work. Oh, Carroll in the wall there. Losing spots, losing ground now, and the 5 down through the grass. Legit move. 14 there down under the white line. Aldine trying to find something, anything to get his car to the front of this pack. The 16 of Paul Crane on his outside. Your running order is still the 10 of Tammy Lindgren and the 7 machine of Zachary Randall with the 15 of Rachel Goyot on the outside, finally getting some room going. Someone's smacking the wall here. There is Carroll once again, followed by Mike Barr. Both those two getting into the wall there. Mike Barr followed Josh Carroll right into the wall, but both cars continuing on as we get a great shot of these guys. The 15, Rachel has got some help with Paul Crane and the 16 on the outside now. With the 7 of Zachary and Kyle Dean and the 14 are fighting back. That outside crew is starting to get some momentum as the 14 of Kyle Dean now moves to that outside, giving a shot to the 16 there. Everyone running really, really close here. Paul Paul Crane in the 16. Now to the inside, the 7 machine. Zachary Randall has just lost a lot of ground. Just clipping the grass there is the 16. Now 15 on the high side. Rachel all by him/herself. But now Kyle Dean looking to give a shot to him. Rachel slides down into the second there. Now down underneath the 10 with a power move. The 10 of Tammy now falls into the clutches of Rachel. Rachel moving 10 out of the way. 10 trying to get down low, and the 14 is there. Kyle Dean will not let him by. So the 10 of Tammy lost 2 spots in 1 lap. Now trying to look down underneath. Might have his nose underneath the 14, but starting to blink a little bit there. Tammy down underneath the 14 of Kyle Dean, and the 16 of Paul Crane looking to try and help out one of the cars or himself. As these guys are on lap 7 of 20. Your new leader, Rachel, in the 15 car, sponsored by Fanatec, as 10 is way down low. Tammy way down low. 3 wide coming out of the turn. Massive chaos. Oh, and collects quite a bit of the field. Cars are going everywhere. Oh my word. Coming out of the corner, and we're trying to make it work 3 wide. 10 of Tammy was fighting back after losing spots. Got a little loose there. Overcorrects, snaps back up into the 16 of Paul Crane. The 14, 5, 2, and the 1 all get into it. The 5, oh my, and last second there, powers through and just slams into it. More chaos and calamity. Oh my goodness. Huge, huge wreck there. So put Tammy in the pits, the 7 of Zachary Randall, Paul Crane in the pits, Steve Brewer, Juan Fernandez, who just plowed through, never slowed down, James Rittenberg. All those guys are in the pits, getting towed, fixing the damage. David Carmen, one of the last ones to get through there. He's managed to make it the rest of the way around, but not a great race for those guys all in the pits there. All right, so your leader in the 15 is Rachel Goyot, followed by Josh Carroll in the 3, sitting in second. Josh Carroll has bounced off the wall a couple of times, managed to keep it going. This is the rookie street stocks. It is a rookie level, entry level. There are no cautions. So if you crash, you crashed. You are out of the race. Essentially, you have got to have a perfect race to be in victory lane at the end of this thing. All right, Josh Carroll is still closing in as we are on lap 12 of 20. A lap car in front of them of the 4 machine, Derek Wilddash. Pulls it down low to let the leaders by. Whiskey River in the 3 of Josh Carroll. This is going to be a good fight here. Like I said, doesn't really matter how you qualify, as Josh Carroll looks to the outside. This track is a draft track for these street stocks, so qualifying isn't all that important, but being able to make good, steady, and consistent laps, using that draft to close in on the lead car, and then finding a way around. And then once you get in front, you just got to run your laps. You got to run defensive laps, as we're going to watch Rachel Goyo show us how to run some defensive laps. Josh Carroll all by himself has got to find a way to get down underneath. With no drafting help, that high side will not work as well. Third place, Mike Barr in the 1 car. Had a little bit of damage in that big pile up, but is able to keep his car going. Might have just scored a 4X with no damage. Josh Carroll trying the high side all by himself, but loses ground because of it. But down the straightaway, he'll close right back up on the 15 of Rachel. Lap cars starting to come into the picture here again. Staying down low is the 6 of Juan Fernandez. The 3 of Josh Carroll really just trying everything. Moving that car all around. What he really should be focusing on is just wearing out the back bumper of the 15 of Rachel. And there he goes, gives it a little tap. Right at corner entry, which is going to mess Rachel's lineup. But Josh Carroll in the 3 unable to control his car as well and lost some ground. But if you notice, the 15 opened up that bottom lane. Josh trying to give a little bit of a bump and run, but just couldn't quite control the car. 15 down below the line. We saw the 10 get into trouble for doing that, which caused the big pile up. So Rachel has got to be careful doing that. Josh Carroll from the Great Plains started 6th, currently running 2nd. It's a good job on his part. The 1 of Mike Burr in trouble in the background, spinning around. Let's see what that was all about. Coming out of the corner, just gets loose. Dodging the 16 of Paul Crane. And able to not make contact and keep it going. Meanwhile, up front, it looks like Josh Carroll, as Rachel seems to have had some issue. Not sure what happened, but let's find out. Rachel sideways out of the corner, loses it, and goes into the pits. And that is, oh my, a little bit of contact with the pit wall, but that is unfortunate as Rachel has taken themselves out of the race. Come out of the corner, got sideways, slid down through the pits. And that will hand the lead to Josh Carroll with 2 laps to go. Second place, Mike Barr, almost 17 seconds behind. Quite the ways back behind, so Josh Carroll essentially all by himself. Looking to bring it home. Final lap here as it goes down into turns 1 and 2. So quite the shakeup we had in the opening stages of this race. And then in the closing stages, we saw the leader lose it coming out of 4, slide through the pits, and essentially eliminate any chance they had of winning. And that will hand the checkered flag to Josh Carroll as he comes out of turn 4, clips the grass just so slightly, across the start-finish line with a win for Josh Carroll. From the Great Plains, started 6th, your race winner. Give that man the trophy flag. Give him the checkered flag. Give him the trophy. Oh, man. What a race we saw. Rookie street stocks never disappoint. Lots of mistakes. Lots of fun, though, as these guys put on a heck of a show for 20 laps in the street stock. Josh Carroll bringing it around slowly. Let's see if he can do any burnouts, any sort of celebration, or is he going to be classy and pull it into the pits? Here he comes down the front stretch. Hopefully puts on a good show. Let's watch. Maybe he'll try a burnout and like smash it into the wall. That's always a good time. All right, folks, let's see what he's got. Lights up the rear tires. Into the grass. There we go. Now he's got some more smoke and grass, and now he's back on the track. There he goes, and a little bit of a donut. And so we got a good one. Now he's starting to spin. There he goes, folks. Showing off just how much this victory means to him. And into the grass one more time. And shuts it down. Your race winner, Josh Carroll. Congratulations. Well, folks, that'll do it for me. We'll show you the results here. Your race winner, Josh Carroll in the 3. Mike Barr in the 1 car finishing 2nd. Norbert in the 11 machine finishing 3rd. James Springer 4th in the 9 car. Derek Wildash finishing 5th in the 4 car. Rachel all by herself in the 15 car. Slid coming out of turn 4, wiped themselves out from the lead. We'll bring it home 6th. Zachary Randall in the 7 car 7th. 8th, James Rittenberg. 9th, Tammy Luglinquist. And 10th is David Carmen. Steve Brewer in the 8th will finish 11th. 12th will be Juan Fernandez. Kyle Dean 13th. 14th is Randy McNulty. Paul Crane in the 16th. And Jeffrey Faruga with a DNS. We'll bring it home 16th. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show, and I'm going to rewatch this and see what everything looked like. So thank you much, guys.